Crypto is... What's up, guys? So just back for another quick video. I know the markets are crashing, dropping more than 30% right now, right? And breaking a lot of critical support line. Here are certain things that I believe a lot of people are not telling you, and things that make you realize what to do in this current bear market, I would say, potentially. Alright, first off, make sure to like, subscribe, and all the notifications, right? And let me just get right into it. So basically what happened is like this right now. Basically, I would say that we are already considered in a bear market, right? Why do I say that? Because a lot of the indicators are showing the signs of bear market trend. So I can just look at this, for example, right? This guy, Mr. Whale on Crypto Whale, is sharing some of the statistics that a lot of the old Bitcoin holders are actually transferring back into the exchanges, right? Which can only mean one thing, which is they are actually looking to sell their Bitcoin for fiat money or whatever it is, right? Because I believe most of the people that are holding in the crypto space, right? There are a few bunch of people. One are the new joiners, right? And also the late people that has been holding for maybe more than 9 months or a year, right? So of course they'll be thinking, right? If let's say someone bought around 1 year ago, which is about 10K, the price of Bitcoin, and now it's around supposed to be 60K, it dropped to 50K, now it's 40K, right? So if you invested 10K in crypto in March 2020, and now it is 40K, of course you want to take some of the profits, right? It's already like a 4x. All right. So why not secure some of your profits, like I always mention from time to time? And it's always good to do that and not hold and hodl and all that. So I also will share with you what do the things or the people don't mention about the hodl mentality as well, right? So this is one graph to pay attention that is really interesting. So basically, I'll be sharing with you the standard Bitcoin chart, right? And tell me if you see some similarities here or not, right? So this is considered the week-off events of distribution model, right? There is two charts that he basically does. One is the reversal trend, and there is another one which is the uptrend one as well, like this. But right now, if you ask me, I would say that it's looking like this, right? 1, 2, 3 tops. 1, 2, 3 tops, right? So you can see how the trend mimics this very closely, right? So this is something to pay attention, right? And I realized that based on some on-chain data, right, from certain people, even though the liquidation is not so big, but I realized that a lot of more people are playing the future markets rather than buying and selling as well, right? This is something to pay attention as well. And there is one chart that I've been looking here. It's something new that I discovered from another guy. So you can see here that all these little supports are basically support lines of people buying and putting the orders. Previously, I saw the support here, but it didn't hold. 42,000 also, it didn't hold. Yesterday when I saw the lines, right? So I would say that a lot of the people in the crypto market now are like 70%, almost 70% like futures, if you ask me, and about 30% in the spot market that are buying and holding in that way, right? So whenever people say the buy the dip mentality, right? The thing that they don't tell you is this: when they say buy the dip, right? You must understand what they mean by buy the dip, right? If you buy every dip, right, nobody will have that much amount of money lah, let's be honest, right? So imagine if someone doesn't know, a new joiner doesn't know, right, and they will to actually buy the dip. So let me just show you an example. Let's say from May, okay? Let's say from here, May 1st. If you were to buy the dip and you do not know what is a good amount to buy the dip, then you will technically buy it here, 9% down, right? You thought this is the lowest already. And then when another scenario comes out like this for 18%, then you will buy the dip second time, right? By the time maybe people don't have money already, right? And then when the third dip happens, like right now, they will be in a loss, or maybe they will be slightly in a loss, right? Because they bought here, they buy a dip, and then they buy a dip here. So roughly their price will be around 52. But the thing has shoot down until 40,000, right? So that's the thing that is very important, right, to understand when the people are saying the buy the dip, right? It's not buy like every small dip that you can see here, right? You need to make sure that you use like the charts that I've been sharing, right? Like open up like a standard Fibonacci retracement, right, from the highest to the lowest point, right? For example, then what you do is like this. This is just a quick analysis, right? So basically, if you was to take from the high, right? Let's say we are here, right? Just taking the same scenario here, right? If you were to buy the dip, you shouldn't buy it here at all, based on the retracement levels, right? You should buy it somewhere here, 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 and here. But why would I say that you need to be smart when buying the dip? Also is because you need to know whether it's a bull market or bear market. Even though a lot of people are saying that it's still a bull market, right? Comparing these retracements from the previous year's retracement, where they are like 50% retracement, right? But just be cautious, I would say, because from the Fibonacci level, if from the high to the low, it is more than 50%, like more than 50%, like this. I mean, like this Fibonacci retracement level, right, from the top. If you cross more than 50% of the Fibonacci retracement, right, of course, you can think that it's very cheap, right? For people who are already inside here, right, they will think that they were buying down to get the average down, right? But for those new joiners, right, they should wait a little bit more, because it looks like a bit of a red flag, if you ask me, right? So they passed the 0.786 level, 0.618, 0.5. Now it's touching and breaking down to the 0.236. So it's like basically trying to share you that the charts are like almost going more than 50% retracement, which is not normal in a standard market, if you ask me, right? You can say that you can do other analyses to say that, oh, maybe the future traders are bumping it up, right? The future traders are manipulating the market as well. That could be a cause. If that is a cause, then probably you can just pay attention to this Friday around 4:30 plus PM, right? To see whether if we can get up on a upward trajectory. I somehow foresee that on Friday around 3 to 4 PM, that we might see a uptrend momentum from there on. But I'm not God, right? So just pay attention to that, right? So just look at it and just wait for that. And also, people who say dollar cost average and buy the dip, right? They are also people that are way in the market for quite a long time, right? And those people are also take it with a pinch of salt, of course, right? Probably they'll be in since here, right? So of course they say buy the dip, because it doesn't really affect them, right? Here, or maybe even if you're entering in the January, right? There is still like a 10% profit, 10,000 profit, right? Depending on what crypto you hold, right? So for those newcomers that maybe bought on top here, right? They would think that this is bad already, right? Maybe they are down 20%, 30%, right? So that's the thing. Always know, there's always hard to predict when is the top, when is the bottom, right? So always make sure that you set your sell orders and your stop orders, when to buy, when to sell. Like I share how to sell video in my how to share video, sell video, right? Because that is very important. And another thing that this sort of manipulation in the market by the future traders is also this. So a lot of the people that are trading on a lot of, I would say, meme coins. Doge is a meme coin, but there is 50 billion here, right? And if you take the 7 days percentage, they are actually holding their value stronger than Ethereum and Binance. So it shows you that the Doge army, the people behind it are still very bullish on this, right? What causes the price not to drop a lot is because there's a lot of buy orders there as well, right? So it means that looking at this 7-day percentage, right, as just a high level, it means that people are willing to buy Doge rather than Binance or Ethereum. And same with Cardano, for example, right? People are willing to buy Cardano rather than they buy Binance coin or Ethereum, right? Because there is a lot of updates from this, right? So that's how you just do an example. So by people playing on all these altcoins and all that, they are also amplifying their risks and gains, right? Because as we know, when Bitcoin drops by 5%, the rest will usually drop as well. But if you ask me right now, right, I see a bit of a difference right now, because even though BTC is dropping, right, there are others that are standing on alone by themselves, right? I don't know whether it's a short term or is it still it will be an uptrend trajectory. Just look at Solana, right? It is doing its own thing and not really caring what Bitcoin does based on this chart. Solana is one, Matic is one, right? Aave, not really, right? There's a few more as well. Kusama as well, and Thorchain is another one that is somewhat not affected. Their chart still looks green from here, right? So I think the biggest factor that caused this is because of the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? As the dominance drop, more people are flowing money from the alts. When as the Bitcoin dominance drop, means more money are less in Bitcoin. Means there are more money in the alts, any coins other than Bitcoin, right? But there is one thing that is a bit scary, is because this dominance of about this current dominance is sitting at the same level in the 2018, 2017 area. So if you actually go back and look at the charts, right, this specific area here is when Bitcoin starts to crash back around 2017, right? So this will be might be a sign here that we might be mirroring this same effect, right? But even though they say that past performance is not an indicator, right? But people always still refer back as a reference, right? Let's see how it plays out. But I would think that right now in the current market, right, a lot of people will have this mentality. They will know and enter crypto market from Bitcoin or Doge or SafeMoon or whatever it is, and then they will realize that for me to own one piece of Bitcoin is 40,000. So they will start going down the list and say, oh, maybe I can get some Cardano because it's cheap. I can get some Doge because it's even cheaper, and etc. etc. Right? So a lot of the people, right, they are not putting their gains into the big caps, right? The one that are very, very big, because they feel that the percentage gains, right, is lesser compared to the smaller coins or the cheaper coins that are listed here. So it's one of my my perspective that why the Bitcoin dominance is dropping very heavily and it's not recovering as much as possible right now. I would think that the big institutions are the one that are buying Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin, the Bitcoin, Ethereums, and all that for all these big institutions. But the retail investors, the mass market, are still either playing the futures, the options, right, on the certain coins, and they are looking at the coins which have smaller market cap, so that they can multiply their money, right? And they're even looking at like meme coins like this as well, right? Meme coins or other coins which have bigger gains from there. So that's another reason why I feel that the Bitcoin dominance is dropping, and it won't really recover as much as possible, right? Will that mean that if Bitcoin dominance drop lower, as low as possible, to a new level, that Bitcoin prices wouldn't be manipulated, right? I'm thinking that as less money flow into Bitcoin, the volatility will be lesser. Less volatility in Bitcoin means the other prices will increase. But that's just my speculation. Let's just see what happens, right? If more and more altcoins start to do their own thing, like Solana and Matic and Aave, for example, right? That's what we should see, right? To have a new trend going on. It means that people are breaking off the prices, and the demand is breaking off from Bitcoin, and people are putting more into the altcoins, right? Because there are more potential gains. At the end of the day, we are here because of the gains and the profits only, right? So that's what I think about this in this crypto bear market, right? So make sure to know when is the dip, or buy the dip, right? Don't just buy every small dip. I feel that there's a lot of manipulation in the futures and options market, right? Let's just wait for Friday around 4 p.m. to see. I might be wrong, right? And a lot of people that say hodl, diamond hands, they are there since Bitcoin is 10,000 or below. So that's why they will say that. So it's all the newcomers that will get burned actually, right? So make sure that you have your strategy, right, on your way on how to sell. I have a video, right? And this is some of my understanding and thought process that I have currently in this moment. All right, thanks guys, and hope this has been informative. If it has, make sure to like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.